Hey Virgo, what's going on? I hope you're really well. This is Madam Butterfly, and this is going to be a new love reading for April, or just whenever you find it, Virgo, because it's timeless. Whether you're new or whether you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for checking out the video. If you find that you enjoy the reading and it resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you want to do that. And if you fancy getting a personal reading with me, you can do that too. I have a Fiverr page which is linked in the description box underneath this video. So Virgo, good things are happening, okay? I feel like you've been in a period of semi-isolation. Would that be an appropriate thing to say? You're ending cycles, okay, but it's leading to good things, because in your near future you're going to be getting back out there. You're going to be starting to allow people to consider loving you again, because I feel like you've kind of taken yourself off the shelf a bit here. You may end up doing some online dating, or someone you know may introduce you to someone, but I feel like there's going to be options. That's why I'm thinking like online dating, or like maybe you're going to go on some blind dates or something, but you're going to be putting yourself back out there. I feel like you've not been doing that, but there's going to be one person in particular who that you choose. You have here the Hierophant and the Strength card, okay? First two cards out of the what do you call it? Out of the gate, there we go. So I feel like I was saying, I feel like you've kind of taken yourself out of the game, kind of taken yourself off the shelf. You've been doing a lot of thinking. Because you've been closing down cycles here, so I feel like you've kind of maybe had your walls up, you kind of had your defenses up here, but it's really done you a lot of good, because actually when you've been doing this, like during your singledom, or like whatever this kind of period of reflection means for you, you've actually been manifesting your perfect relationship here with the Magician card. So it's been worth it, okay? But with the Hierophant and the Strength card, it almost feels to me like your higher self is kind of taken over a wee bit here. So you may have been feeling kind of like, almost like you've been on autopilot recently, and I think it's because your higher self has been, like I said, they kind of took over a little bit. And because of that, you've really been finding your inner strength here. Like, I think it's really led to a lot of confidence. There's been like a deep dive here, doing a lot of shadow work and self-reflection, and it's really led to a lot. You really found your inner strength. I'm feeling like a lot of balance here, and this is now going to lead to all the good stuff that's happening. You have the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck, so it's almost like there's been kind of this wake-up call. Like, it's almost kind of like recently you've almost been asleep and now you're getting this wake-up call, and you're going to be coming in out of the cold. But yeah, with the World card here and the Three of Wands, like doing a lot of thinking, an awful lot of rumination, Virgo, and closing down cycles, like things that were not serving you anymore. This could actually be one of your life lessons that you've been dealing with at the moment. It might have been why it's so intense. But you have the Eight of Cups here, which is getting on your true path. So whatever it is you've been doing, like I say, I feel like this has been a higher self takeover, because there's a certain path that you're supposed to be walking, and you were exactly where you needed to be, but you were learning lessons before, but now you're kind of coming out of that, because there's a period of learning lessons, and then there's a period of using the information. We're always learning, that's why we're here. But when you close down certain major karmic lessons, you're then required to use the information. So it's like you've been learning, and now you're going to be using the information. So it's like you've learned how to be confident, you've learned how to love yourself, you've learned how to balance yourself, and now you're going to be using that to get what you want out of life. And you know, not take no for an answer, be more assertive, be more authoritative, because you've always had the capacity to do this. I think there's just been a little bit of a block there about confidence and things. But you've really stepped into this Empress energy here, like a lot of self-love. a lot of very calm energy, very stable, very relaxed, very strong in the self is kind of what I'm getting here. You've been dealing with a lot of your demons, the things that have been holding you back with the devil cards, but recently I really feel like you've been in this kind of quite defensive, kind of keeping yourself to yourself, keeping your guard up, not really letting people in, not talking about your emotions, like not wanting to date, you know what I mean? Like if you have been getting offers, I think you've just been like, nah, like I'm not bothered, I'm not into it right now. Even if it's someone you like, I think you've just been like, oh, do you know, I just can't be bothered with you right now. But that's coming to an end because you have the Knight of Wands here and the Ace of Wands, so you're about to get horny. But this is like passion as well, but you know, the Ace of Wands is horny. And it is spring, we're coming into spring, so it's the correct time. So I feel like it's a perfect time for you to kind of come out of this rumination that you've been in, and you're going to feel a renewed passion for life and also for relationships. I feel like there's kind of being like a fog cleared, you know what I mean? And you're gonna be like, ah, okay, maybe I'll date again. Like I could do that. I could go on some dates. You know, I'm attractive. Like I could do that. Because I feel like there's movement forward now. Okay, the Chariot's right in the middle of the reading. Okay, so there's like quite a determined, positive movement forward after feeling stuck for a while. Like after kind of blocking things out and not wanting to deal with it, there's movement forward now, you know what I mean? And again, this is just repeated here, like feeling kind of blocked mentally, like maybe you felt like you couldn't move forward because, I don't know, various reasons, like you were just like, oh, I'm too tired, like I've got too much work, I always meet the same idiots all the time, like tired of getting kicked in the balls, like I'm just done. You know, or like I don't know how to assert myself, so I'm not gonna try with people anymore. But you're coming out of that now with the Wheel of Fortune. There's like movement now, you know what I mean, after like a long period of non-movement. And in your near future, so maybe like 2 or 3 weeks to 2 or 3 months, don't rush it. I feel like you wouldn't rush it anyway. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be, there's a weird mix here. I feel like you might go back and forth for a while, but with the Six of Wands here, I feel like you're gonna allow yourself to start being recognized by people again. And what I mean by that is like, you may have even gone so far as to, I don't know, like if you're a girl, maybe you didn't put on so much makeup, or like you weren't making such an effort with your appearance, or like, it doesn't have to be that extreme, but like, not that that's extreme. Like you should see the way that I turn out. But there's more with the Six of Wands. There's more of a like, oh hey, like I'm gorgeous, like I'm gonna get out there and like show myself off and like let people love me. Do you know what I mean? So like maybe you're gonna make a dating profile, or maybe you're just gonna really start kind of becoming interested in your appearance and like dating again. But with the Six of Pentacles here, this could definitely be someone setting you up. It doesn't have to be like the Six of Pentacles is not gonna, this isn't gonna be for everyone, but like, you know, like a friend or family member maybe setting you up with people, or like letting your friends set you up with someone. That could be the way that you meet them, this person. But there's like, there's a toing and froing here, because with the the Eight of Wands, I feel like there's going to be, you are going to be communicating with people, you're going to open up, and then you're going to kind of withdraw again. The Hermit is your card though, Virgo, so like this could also be you stepping into your power. But I do see like a back and forth here, you know what I mean? I see like, which is fine, you know. I feel like it's, sorry, the light, it's like you getting used to getting back in the game again. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe you'll go on a date and then you won't see anyone for a while, or maybe like you'll start texting people and then you'll stop. Do you know what I mean? It's like a nice gentle way of kind of getting yourself back into it. And with the Knight of Pentacles, like I say, I think you're just gonna move slowly. I think. You know, there's no real rush here, and that's fine. You don't have to rush. But with the Seven of Cups and the Lovers card, there's definitely, I feel like you're gonna have choices. You may have to choose between two people. Because the Seven of Cups is kind of having a lot of choices, and the Lovers card can be like choosing between two people. So that's why I'm also thinking like maybe it's like an online thing you're gonna go for, or like you might just end up meeting two people at the same time, or like maybe you're gonna meet someone online and then like a friend's gonna set you up with someone, but you're just gonna have options. But I do feel, see with the Two of Cups here, and also you have the Ace of Cups later on, I feel like there's going to be one person in particular that you connect with. I'm going to come back to that, but in your general outcome you have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is basically a new life blooming. Oh, the clock on the camera just went to 11:11 there, just as I said that. There's a new life blooming for you here, Virgo. And it's because you've done the work. See, because you took the time to kind of go within and self-reflect and do the shadow work and do all the stuff that sucks. You know, like reflecting on why you're not so confident or whatever it is for you. There's a new beginning happening here, and it's a gift. This is your time. Like I was saying before, I feel like you've learned the lessons and now you get to employ them. So it's like you learned how to be confident and now you're going to use it. Or you learned your worth and now you're going to go out and find someone who is deserving of your worth. Again, with the Page of Swords here, there's a movement. The wind is blowing this way. There's a change in the winds. Things are changing. There's a whole, this is also my card of a whole new life. Like you're moving into a whole new life. And it's interesting because you have the 7 and the 8 here. So there's like, you were kind of fed up. Like I feel like you kind of put all this effort in and you were waiting for things to grow and nothing was growing and it was taking ages and you were all hot and tired and dirty. I don't know. But like there's just, sometimes there's an energy with the 7 of Pentacles like that's kind of like, oh my god, would it just never come on already? Like I'm so fed up. And then with the 8 of Pentacles, it's like choosing to keep going, choosing to keep working on yourself, choosing to keep, like to not write off dating and to not write off relationships and to keep going and working on yourself. And then you have the Queen of Cups, which is, she is my definitive card of like someone who has been kicked in the nuts, but doesn't let it make them bitter. You know what I mean? Instead, she kind of transcends it. You know what I mean? She uses the bad stuff to learn lessons and make it turn her into a better person, which is what you're supposed to do. You know, you have this is, you've accomplished what you're supposed to do. You know, you've learned your lessons. Yes, yes, you have more boundaries than you did before, but that's not a bad thing. That's good. Because it means you're going to attract healthy relationships now. And you're also, this is interesting, you have two movement. Like you had the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles and now you have the 9 and the 10 of Wands, because I feel like you were quite distrustful of things, but you're going to be putting that energy down soon because you don't need it anymore. Because the thing is, when you have this level of confidence and you have these good boundaries, you don't need to be so distrustful of people. I'm saying this with love because I learned this lesson myself. You don't need to be so distrustful of people, because when you're carrying this energy of kind of knowing your own worth, people tend to not come at you so much, is what I have experienced. Do you know what I mean? And you're much more willing to just walk away from people that are trying to do that to you. So it really, people just don't F with you so much. The period of time out, hiatus, being on the shelf as it were, was a necessary period for you to have this enlightenment. Because you have had enlightenment, Virgo. That's what this has all been about. You've got a new perspective, and that's what it was all about. Often the Hanged Man is like the universe intervening and making you stop and think and reflect and do your shadow work so that you can do what you're supposed to have done here. And you have the Six of Swords here, which is moving away into peaceful times, okay? It's very much an energy of like, I'm going to keep saying it, you've done your work, and now is the time to celebrate and use the lessons. And then comes the Ace of Cups. So this, I really feel like you're going to have a lot of options, but there's one person in particular that's going to really capture your attention here. They haven't really spoken about how you're going to end up with this person. Like, I think it's very much the ball's in your court. They haven't elaborated on that, but this, you know, the Two of Cups is like a soulmate energy, and the Ace of Cups is like overflowing love between two people. It's a divine love. It's someone that you really get along with, like someone who kind of thinks the same. They know that, you know, it's like a meeting of minds, really. That's the Two of Cups, which is kind of why it's the soulmate energy, because, you know, you can fancy someone as much as you want, right? But like, if you don't like their brain, then what's the point? But there's like a really deep connection here, and like beautiful new love coming in. It's beautiful, Virgo. And you also got Lord Shiva, who's all about transcendence, which is interesting. Lord Shiva, transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense of connection to life itself. You are moving through a deep transition, and things will be clearer from this point. You will know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be. This is a powerful time, as you will transcend the limitations that others have set for you. It is a time of innovation, ideas, stargazing, soul traveling, and soul revealing. Shiva, the Lord of Dance, is here with his sacred sound of Om to lead the way. Interesting. So there's definitely, yeah, like you've transcended, Virgo. I think that's kind of what this time out has all been about. So now comes the reward. Now comes the bounty. So cool beans. Good times, Virgo. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I enjoyed reading for you. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. That really helps me out, and I would appreciate it greatly. And thank you for watching, Virgo. Come back and see me soon. Hey, don't be a stranger. Bye.